Chers auditeurs,
dear listeners,
bonjour.
Welcome to comdarchipodcast Season 5.
Saison 5, dans le monde fascinant des architectes.
And in the architectural projects.
Je suis Anne-Charlotte Deponte, passionnée d'architecture et docteur des universités en histoire de l'archi.
I am one of the spokespersons of Anne-Charlotte, who is a PhD in architecture history.
Merci.
Thank you.
D'être avec moi aujourd'hui.
To be with us today.
Et
And
maintenant,
now,
lundi en français, place au talent.
and Wednesday, let's talk projects. In English, of course.
Bienvenue dans Comme d'Archi.
This podcast was produced in partnership with Graphisoft, IT solution for architects. Hello everyone. Hello Nicolas Ziesel.
Hello, Charlotte.
Thank you for being with us today. You are architect. In 2 or 3 sentences, could you introduce us to your architectural practice?
So we are an architectural office who has been active for maybe something like 20 years. And almost from the start, because of our background of living in the US, because of our passion for Japanese architecture, we've been focusing on wood construction. Okay. And really starting with super small houses and now getting on to super big projects like the tallest wood building in France, part of the Olympics Village for Paris 2024. So, and in a way, we are always on our projects, and that's probably the magic of wood. Making big projects like this, which require a high degree of technicity, a high degree of knowledge from the people who are involved in it, who help us design it, from the engineers, from the contractors, from the builders on site, and also super small projects that we sort of do in-house in the office, like small pavilions for festivals and things like that.
Okay. Can you tell us more about wood projects of your office, KOZ?
Yeah, I think, our great challenge with wood was really bringing it to be able to make a multi-story collective housing, which is the super, super big challenge in wood. Because when you're living with other people, there's a lot of issues like acoustics, and there's a lot of things to solve in it. Even if wood is a super material for that, it's like being you're living in an instrument, in a wooden instrument. You have a great acoustic, but still you need to be not annoying your neighbors. There's the issue of the fire. There's the issue of the solidity. So quite a lot of technical issues. And then there's also this issue of economy. Wood is more expensive, at least in France. Because the material comes from the forest. There's a lot of people involved in the chain going from the forest to the home. And because wood makers are better paid than ordinary builders. So you have to find ways to cope with that, to find solutions, technical solutions, design solutions that will help bring wood become the affordable and general material for the 21st century.
An example?
Well, one of our biggest example was this building in Strasbourg, which is 12 levels above ground, 100% wood. And we worked a lot with the engineers to optimize it with the contractor. And ultimately, there was a sort of super annoying problem because we are also in an earthquake area in France. And wood now is a very technical material. There's a lot of metallic connectors, and nobody was able to know how these connectors were going to react under an earthquake. And finally, it was the carpenters, who are these amazing guys who have been learning, going through France, who can rebuild Notre Dame today. They brought techniques that date from the time of Notre Dame to solve this problem of today. And this is really something that we like, that it's really the people who build, who bring the solution, and the solutions can be super technical, super technological, and also super sophisticated or super simple, and just based on the transmission of knowledge for the last maybe 2,000 years.
Mm-hmm. A good idea. And now, do you want to talk about your recent workshop?
Yeah, I'm coming back from a workshop. I'm also a teacher at an architecture school in France, but I also like doing things a bit outside of the walls of the university, like things I'm doing, workshops I'm doing in Africa. And this particular one I'm coming back, which took place in Bordeaux for 2 weeks, was a very moving moment, because it's in the it was in preparation for a congress on the international congress on the wood construction, and we wanted with the organizers to also have a moment that brings together young people, those who are going to build the future, and also because it's an international congress, to have people coming from many places. And so there were, of course, French students, French apprentice builders that are apprentices in wood construction, some people from Japan, a great team of young Japanese architects, super nice. And what was our biggest pride, challenge, and emotional moment, we also had 10 young architecture students coming from Ukraine, who we gave them this possibility of being with us for 2 weeks, getting out of the war, and thinking about very easy techniques, interesting ways to build small amenities that can help people on the ground in refugee or displaced situations where they have lost everything. It's a very difficult situation, and what they are provided is very standard, very generic. There's usually not enough meeting spaces. It's the bathrooms are very cramped. And so it was also really inventing places that even in this situation would provide a more generous, a more shared way of living together. And it just ended yesterday, and I'm still completely overwhelmed with the strength, the energy that they had, and all that they gave us, all this joy that they were able to have, even if I know that now they're on the way back to Ukraine, and I really hope, the best for them and all the people there.
Yes. Stupid wars. And you worked with Martin Duplantier, the specialist?
Yeah, we had... as usual, this thing about wood is that it's something that brings so many people together. It's we have this motto for the Congress that wood connects humanity, and it really connects people. And Martin, who is a French architect who teaches in Ukraine for quite a long time, who is involved there, was able to help us to find these students and have them come here, and he has a lot of really wonderful things to share. It's these moments with such a diversity of people. You're not there to promote yourself in a way. It's really so much about receiving and understanding and opening to all these incredible and human and situations.
Okay. So we wish the best for Ukraine.
Yes, they are really wonderful people.
Yeah. Thank you very, very much, Nicolas.
Thank you, and Charlotte.
Bye-bye, everyone, and see you next Wednesday for our new comdarchi in English. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Thanks to Julien Rebours, sound engineer, who is collaborating with us today. Don't forget to tune in to our previews on Instagram at comdarchipodcast. If you enjoy this podcast, don't hesitate to promote it by giving it 5 stars and a little comment on Apple Podcast or on your favorite podcast platform. And above all, subscribe to listen to all of our episodes for free. See you soon, and until then, take care of yourself.